Okay, so let's get a couple points out right away before anyone starts bashing me down in the comments below, because I know that you would. This is not a review by any means. I am not qualified enough to review a Mario game. Well, I mean, sure, anyone's qualified, I guess. Anyways, it's not a review, okay? And the other thing is, this game is still fun. Don't get me wrong, when I'm going to explain the things that I really dislike about this game, it is still a fun game. The mechanics are great. It runs super smooth, and it is another good addition to the Mario franchise. But I expected more when I first got this game, and I want to talk about that a little late, if you ask me, but I recently stumbled upon a video about how someone was saying that it was the best game of 2018, and I just strongly disagree with that. And so I wanted to go over just 3 points about why Mario Odyssey is not that good. Alright, you see this book? This contains only my opinions. So don't get all flustered down in the comments below like the internet likes to do. And just understand this is what I think, okay? You can disagree, and I would love to hear what you say and think down in the comments. So feel free to do that, but don't get all angry about it, okay? Let's get into point number 1. And I'm actually going to dive into the biggest point that I have, too, is moons are just not satisfying enough in this game. They really just are kind of lackluster. I mean, there's so many of them that gathering 1, 2, 3, 10 feels like you're barely even making a dent on the total that there is. I mean, I think there's 700 or 750, 800, somewhere around there, right? And that's just way too much. It makes the moons feel small and kind of worthless. So I'm going to go back to Mario Sunshine and use this as an example of how they could have made this game better. So Mario Sunshine had blue coins in it. I'm sure for people that have played it, they definitely remember these blue coins. You gathered like, I think 10 of them, and then you could go to the house and you could get a star for your troubles and getting those blue coins, and it was great. But see, here's the thing. Gathering 10 coins equals 1 star, whereas in Mario Odyssey, you just gather moons. Like, you just keep gathering moons just as you would for like a blue coin. In some of the moons cases, there is no skill to getting them. You literally walk around a corner, hit a box, and wow, you found a moon. Yeah, how fun is that? How satisfying is that? It's not, okay? It's not satisfying. I mean, literally, there's no work that has to be done in this game to get some of the moons. And don't get me wrong, there are some moons that are hell to get. And that kind of goes into another point that I have. So let's go ahead and just skip on to point number 2. This game is too easy. And like I just said, it can be hard, but you have to let it get hard. And it's not easy to just let it get hard. It's kind of strange. It's not like just changing the difficulty on the game. You really have to search far in between to get those really difficult, get those really grindy, angry, flustering missions to get a moon. And that's where it brings me to the point again, is once you do those, you get your moon. But it's like, alright, well, I just broke a box on this side and got a moon, and then I had to jump and do like triple wall jump onto like this thing, do a cappy flip cap thing, major all the way over to this side, and then I got a moon. It's like, why did I do all that when they have the same value? And that's where it really starts to lose it for me. The moons lose their value because, yes, you get you kill a boss and you get like the bunch of moons that gives you like 3 or 10 or whatever it is. I don't even remember. Honestly, it's been so long since I played this game. But in those, you feel a little bit more value in that. But then there's times where you just go and get 1 moon, and it's like, was that even worth it? Was it worth me bringing this seed from across the map all the way over here just so I could get 1 more moon when I could literally walk into a shop and buy out as many moons as I want? So the last point I want to talk about is the story. It is literally 10 hours long for a $60 game. For a first-party Mario game. A Mario game 10 hours long That is it. Are you kidding me? What? That right there is honestly one of the biggest things I struggled to wrap my head around. When I first started playing this game, I was like, wait, I'm already through this world. I better take this game a little slower, otherwise I'm going to cruise through it. And you can literally beat this game in 10 hours, easy as heck. And I played it for about 30, making my time a little bit more fun and trying to gather as many moons as I could before I got a little too bored of where I was at that place, and then moving on to the next one. And I even had other people, like my little sister. I had a friend that was in my apartment. I had them play for me, and they gathered moons for me, and it just felt boring. Progressing through the story was not anything that excited me. The only reason that I wanted to progress through the story was to see the next land and to see how different it could be and what other things I could run into there. But as it just kept going on and going on, it never really felt fun and refreshing. It always kind of just felt the same, like I was doing the same tasks on just different painted places. And then finally you get to the end where you beat Bowser. I mean, the story is simple, right? And that's how Mario games are. The story is simple. Bowser takes Peach, you go kill Bowser, save Peach. That's how Mario is. It doesn't need to be a complex story or anything, but it just doesn't really pull you in or add any tension. You know what to expect, and you know exactly what is going to happen. So, for a little wrap-up, a summary, I guess you could say. I mean, this video is short anyways, but whatever. My main points are the moons are not satisfying, that the game is way too short, and that it is just way too easy as well. And all those have, controversies that you can add into it and whatnot, but those are all in the game and can be seen, and I think a lot of people could agree with me on some degree with all of that. And that's why I really struggle to even say that Mario Odyssey is a better game than Mario 64 or than Mario Sunshine, because there just isn't anything that keeps pulling me back in.